Thanks to the magic carpet, I have arrived in the Enchanter's Cave area. The bad news is that this area is very, very difficult. I got so stuck on this area. It took me like an hour to solve all the puzzles. The first one is getting past the snake.
The snake lashes out, striking with precision. Its lethal venom kills you instantly.
Not good.
Your history.
Yeah. Yeah, so the snake was the first puzzle that got me stuck, because you need to defeat the snake by using a particular item on the snake. So, just take a guess, which one of these items will defeat the snake? The sword? The sword? Would that make sense? Yeah, let's try that.
You could simply kill the snake, but something about its presence up here is a little strange.
Nope, I can't kill the snake for secret reasons. Take another guess. Which item can you use to defeat an evil snake? I couldn't figure it out. I ended up trying every single item on the snake until I stumbled upon the solution by accident. The answer is the mermaid necklace. Use the mermaid necklace on the snake. That's how you solve the puzzle.
You dangle the shimmering opal in front of the snake. It soon falls hypnotized in typical snake fashion.
In typical snake fashion, though? Like, what even is that? Like, I've never heard of snakes being hypnotized by necklaces before. I think it's something the game just made up, honestly. I don't get that. Okay, so I got past the snake now. I died here because it looks like you should be able to walk to the next screen, but you can't. If you try to walk there, you're going to fall off a cliff. And you can also die here inside the Enchanter's Cave, because if you spend too much time in the Enchanter's Cave, the Enchanter shows up and straight up kills you. So there are many items we're going to need for the next set of puzzles in the Enchanter's Cave. We need the gem that we get from the
footsteps
pumpkins.
approaching.
Ah, here we go. Here's the death scene.
Uh-oh, the Enchanter has caught you in his lair. He twirls his hands and then utters some words under his breath. You feel a tingling sensation all over your body as the enchantment transforms you into whatever he desires. What an enchanting encounter. Enjoy the rest of your life as his pet.
Okay, so now I'm a pig. That's great. Yeah, so that's another puzzle, which is difficult. All right. Mermaid thing on the snake. Mermaid thing on the snake.
You dangle the shimmering opal in front of the snake. It soon falls hypnotized.
In typical snake fashion, because snakes always get hypnotized, right?
The snake snaps out of its sleep-like trance.
Ooh, that's another part of the puzzle. The snake does not stay hypnotized for very long. It's only hypnotized for, how long was that? 5 seconds? So, yeah, if you're not fast, you're gonna die. And if you're not fast inside the Enchanter's Cave, you're gonna die. The Enchanter's gonna kill you. And then, another puzzle, what we need to do is take a look at this book. Here's the big puzzle.
You flip through the book entitled, Ye Old Book of Enchantments, Causes and Cures. The first half contains a list of enchantments. These do not interest you, as you have no desire to inflict inconvenience upon others. However, the Cures section does capture your curiosity. While browsing, you spy a promising paragraph.
It's not a paragraph, it's 4 paragraphs. This is a lot to digest, and that's the puzzle. The basic idea is that we need to follow this paragraph. Heat a blue mineral and a yellow vegetable, a plant as an acceptable alternative, together until they coagulate into a greenish liquid. Stir the mixture with a white feather. Drop this into a perfectly clear crystal and recite these magic words. So, we need to get all that stuff. And if you haven't, I'm going to leave the cave, by the way, just to make sure the Enchanter doesn't show up and interrupt me while I'm talking. you need to get all this stuff before entering the cave. And the good news is we do have all the stuff we need. So we got this from the pumpkins because we helped out the pumpkins. Hooray! So save the pumpkin from town. That gives you that. You reunited the ugly duckling with the swans, so we got that. And we got the flower from Possum because we found her basket. And those were all things we did in like video 2 or 3, unless I'm mistaken. Early on. Okay, so now I have everything. Let's start solving the puzzle. Oh, here's another part of the puzzle that I totally messed up on. So, yeah, you can read the book like this.
You flip the...
And so I had no idea that you're actually supposed to zoom in on the table.
You approach the workbench for a closer look.
Yeah, that's a step which got me completely thrown off. You're actually supposed to look at the table first instead of just reading the book from a distance. I didn't know. That feels like a silly thing for me to get stuck on. Okay, so flower.
You toss the sickly yellow flower into the beaker.
Alright, flower from Possum, gem from the pumpkins.
You toss the brooch into the beaker.
I guess I can talk about those in like way more detail, but not right now. I've got to move quickly.
You strike the head of the mallet against the flintstone. It sparks, and the wick catches alight. You watch, fascinated, as the two unlikely objects melt under the heat of the magical flame.
Flintstone. Meet the Flintstone. Alright, so next we use the feather.
You stir the mixture carefully with the white feather. It soon dissolves in the hot liquid.
And now another step for this puzzle, which is kind of hard. You need to look at your sword.
This is the sword of the first king of Daventry. It dates back almost 1,000 years and has been passed down from king to king since that time. Try not to damage it. A magnificent clear crystal is embedded within its hilt.
Try not to damage it is a lie. The puzzle is to damage it. Use the mallet on the sword.
You manage to dislodge the crystal that had been set within the hilt of the sword almost a millennium ago. You feel a tinge of guilt and wonder what all the past monarchs of Daventry would say if they saw you damaging ancient crown property.
They would be ashamed of you. Well, we got the crystal, and we're going to use the crystal on this magical fluid.
You drop the crystal in and watch, amazed, as the green liquid slowly seeps into it.
Finally, we need to say the magic spell.
Heed now these words. Crystal, perfect. Green is thy hue. Restore, correct. Guard well my form. Preserve, protect.
Now we have
You recite the words correctly, line for line, and sure enough, only a brilliant emerald remains in the glass beaker. You quickly blow the flame out so as not to overheat the emerald and cause damage to it.
Now we have the magic crystal, which will protect us. The magic emerald, which
Picking
will
it up
protect
gingerly,
us.
you're amazed that the emerald took virtually no time at all to cool.
Good. And so now we'll be perfectly fine if the enchanter shows up. We're still not done with the enchanter's cave. We are going to use... Yeah, so that was like a 5-step puzzle. Oh man, that was really, really tough. And yeah, you can see why I got stuck on that puzzle, probably. Now, here's something else I got stuck on. You're supposed to use the emerald on the snake.
As you direct the sun's light through the emerald at the snake, you behold a wondrous transformation.
Yeah, turns out it's not a snake.
Before you now stands a magnificent winged horse.
It's a Pegasus! Wow!
Thank you for freeing me. A horrid enchanter transformed me into that legless thing after I refused to be his steed.
Well, let's talk to it.
That was quite a gamble, to refuse an enchanter.
True, but I could not have accepted, even if I had wanted to. For I am a disciple of the cloud, and can serve no land dweller.
Disciple of the cloud? What does that mean?
First, tell me of what you seek up here.
You take a deep breath, then explain about the door of destiny, the gems of nature, and your present quest to locate the growth gem.
So, you seek the air gem?
Yes, that is right. You know of it?
Most certainly. But you will not be able to reach it by any means available to you or any of your kind. I would gladly take you to it, but alas, the enchanter took and hid from me my bridle. Without it, we could search for 1,000 years and still never find the cloud spirit.
Where did he hide your bridle?
I do not know. Perhaps a clue may be found in that blackguard's abode behind me.
And that's going to be another big puzzle in the Enchanter's Cave, finding the bridle.
What is this spirit you speak of?
The essence of what you seek. It passes through us as we grow, all through our lives, though few are ever aware of it. You will know soon enough when I take you to it.
Interesting. Yeah, I also find it a little confusing that the game calls it the air gem or the growth gem. It's... yeah, just pick a name and go with it, game. Sorry. Okay, so now we go inside the cave, and we're just going to wait for the Enchanter to show up. The Enchanter will try to curse us, but that won't work because we have the protective gem. So while we wait for that, let me just talk about how we got the items. Let's see, we swam to the net, which was by the dock where we started the game. We swam there and grabbed the net. I used the net on the ugly duckling inside the pond, and then I took the ugly duckling to the other pond, which had swans. That's how I got the white feather.
You hear footsteps approaching.
I'll continue in a moment.
Uh-oh, the Enchanter has caught you in his lair. He twirls his hands, aims them at you, and then utters some words under his breath. You feel a tingling sensation all over your body as the enchantment attempts to transform you into whatever the Enchanter has fancied. At the same time, you also feel the comforting energy of the emerald shielding you. The Enchanter's twisted smile turns downwards. He scowls at you. There is a look of panic on the man's face. He does not dare breathe.
I hereby order you to depart from Kolyma forever, never to trouble its citizens again, lest you earn the fullness of my wrath.
The Enchanter looks baffled. You sigh inwardly and try again.
Leave. If you come back, then you will get it.
The Enchanter nods frantically, as much as he can without cutting his own neck on your sword edge. He gestures quickly with his hands.
Yeah, we defeated the Enchanter. Now, the Enchanter can show up if you're wandering the woods, too. So that's something that happens towards the start of the game. The Enchanter will just randomly show up and attack you. So it definitely was a villain that needed to be stopped.
You notice that some writing has been engraved into the wall.
Here's the next puzzle.
You read the inscription.
In rows of stones at number 6, half in a pair from left do pick. Quell, then my spell... avoid the tricks. Okay, so we need to find 6 stones, half, which is 3, and then a pair, that's 2, so 3 plus 2, so that's 5 from the left. Pick up the stone, that's 5 from the left, and we need to quell the
engraving
spell.
On the wall reads, in row of stones that number 6, half and a pair from left do pick. Quell then my spell, avoid the tricks.
That is definitely a riddle, and it's another puzzle that I died on. Because if you use the wrong stone, you'll just die. Okay, magic carpet over here, we'll use that.
You can't use... There's not enough room to...
Okay, I need to walk in front of the rocks, and then use the magic carpet on King Graham.
You unroll the magic carpet, lay it on the ground, and sit on it. The carpet rises into the air again.
So with the flower, we get that from Possum.
The carpet begins to descend.
Little Red Riding Hood, she hangs around like the left-hand side of the island. You need to talk to her, and when you do, her picnic basket shows up. And you need to find her picnic basket. It's on a completely different screen. I think it's randomly chosen which screen gets the picnic basket. And when you find the picnic basket, you give it back to her for the flower. As for the gem, you get that from helping out the pumpkins. Yeah, you save the baby pumpkin, and that's when you get the gem. That's when you get the gem. So the way to save the pumpkin is, like, on this screen, I think. No. Oh, no, this screen. Yeah, that was it. Sorry. This screen, you cut the rope on this screen in order to grab the gems. The coins. And then you go to town, you use the coins on the fountain, then you talk to the merchant. The merchant will go to the fountain to grab the coins from the fountain, because the merchant is very, very greedy. And when that happens, you're able to take the baby pumpkin away, give the baby pumpkin to its mother. That's how you get the gem. You can also get a gem from here, I'm told.
You peer into the depths of the dark hole. As luck would have it, you discover a beautiful set of earrings hidden inside. Each one is laced with glittering diamonds and contains a lovely blue sapphire stone in the center. Perhaps someone stashed them here. At any rate, you take them into your possession.
That is maybe a tough item to find. Yeah, because I guess when I went through this area, I looked at this one.
This large fallen log is all that remains of a once grand tree. This large fallen log is all that remains of a once grand tree.
Yeah, so I mistakenly assumed that these were the same, and all I had to do was look in the left one. But you do have to look on the right one in order to solve the puzzle. Oh boy. So I guess you should still help the pumpkins, though. Like, you can use these earrings to avoid helping the pumpkins, but you have to further help the pumpkins, right? Oh, and this is where the ugly duckling was. Cool. That's where the ugly duckling was. You do have to further help the pumpkins by getting them water, and that gives you a candle. We still have not used the candle yet. I assume it will become important later. So now I need to find the stones. Here we go. Okay, so I'm definitely going to save here. I don't want to die on this again. So it's number 5.
You try to lift the stone, but it will not budge.
We want to use the gem on the stone, right? The magical emerald here, number 5.
You bend over and hold the emerald above the stone so that the sun's light channels through it. Incredible! The rock has transformed into a silver-studded bridle.
Nice! Okay, let's get it!
You take the bridle.
Great, and we're almost done with... We are so almost done with this Enchanter's Cave section. Hooray!
There's not enough room.
Oh, looks like I need to find a nice open spot before I can use the carpet. Can I use it here, even though it's
You
water?
can't.
Yeah, no, I can't. Oh, man, yeah. Where's a big empty space? Here, this has to be it. There we go, finally.
You unroll the magic carpet, lay it on the ground, and sit on it. The carpet begins to rise skyward.
Magic carpet ride.
As you reach down to get the carpet, it vanishes into thin air, without even so much as a puff of smoke.
Looks like we're never going to see that carpet again. I bet it's because we'll have the flying horse take us where we need to go. Let's use the bridle on the horse and then get to the next area. Hopefully the next area will be way easier than this Enchanter's Cave. Whew, so many puzzles.
You slip the bridle over the horse's head. It whinnies its approval.
Come, climb upon my back.
Winnie's the horse, gotta climb the horse to reach the sky place. Winnie's the horse, Winnie's the horse.
Hold on, this will be a little accelerating.
Oh, so accelerating. This is fantastic. I love it. Flying on my
The
horse.
disciple of the cloud gracefully soars high into the sky. You grip the reins tightly and hold on for dear life as he swoops and dips between the clouds. After a time, he draws near to a thick patch of luminous mist. As you pass through it, the horse sets itself down, seemingly on top of a cloud.
Wow, cloud area. Ooh, it does look cool.
It is all right. You can dismount now.
Believing that you have finally lost all sense of reason, you dismount and prepare for a very long drop. And find yourself standing on a cloud.
That's good. I thought for sure I would fall and die. Yeah.